The Los Angeles Rams taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you wanted to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Monday. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. To the right side and complete to Atwell. Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now Stafford is going to change things up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release.
Let's go.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass.
Let's go.
As they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
They went for the deep shot early, and that's fine, but I don't think it was the right target to throw it to. You had 3 other guys sprinting downfield, and I thought 2 of them were open. Could have avoided an interception there by attacking a different player in coverage.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing is Hurts.
Come on, bro.
Too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Shifts by at the 15. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Trimmer.
Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. After the interception, here's Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams from 10 yards out. And the Rams use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Quick slant, Dotson. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
That's one they certainly wish they had back, a loss of 8.
He was about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
To throw is Stafford. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 250. Here's Stafford. He's going to air one out. And the turnover fest continues. Here's another.
Let me get that. Let me get that, man.
And the Eagles are going to take possession.
Let me get that.
6-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Hurts. The ball comes out.
No.
Kick out of bounds, so they'll hold on to it inside the 10-yard line.
That button just farmer, did he?
But now they face a 3rd down. Now back to throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
Huh? Oh.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm looking, babe. They say updating just now.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I'm getting that box, cuz I'm going to take my time, too.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. He's going deep for Brown.
Let's go.
The 35. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards.
And the Eagles first down.
Barkley inside handle. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 32.
Looking to throw on second down. Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And inside the 20 before.
Oh, I did, babe. Online sharp management. I did. I see it.
Hey. Me too. We're just not so good.
He's brought down. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the gun, Bigsby. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker
Man, you used to say you didn't invite me to a co-application.
Got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little
Say
more
log
advantageous.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. Play action. Stafford. Well, that's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 43. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Second and 10. Stafford going to give this one to Corum. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Stafford. Quick slant here to Smith. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
First down, Rams.
Alert! They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, 27 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a give to Bigsby. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Take Bigsby, 38 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he will not get there as the try for two is unsuccessful, and they will remain down by a point.
Eagles 13. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26 yard.
Bro, my dude leg.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Back to throw. Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play. 3rd and 7 now. Throwing again is Stafford. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track.
China, look.
The offense here in the first half.
Do or die right here now.
Now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before.
Don't let me challenge.
Going out of bounds.
A 7-yard gain.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the
Now a play fake it at Stafford. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Thank you.
And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Thank you.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you hit a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you. That's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going?
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing is Hurts. He's going deep for ground.
Burnt you again, bro. I stay burning niggas, dog. Madden hell. Madden hell.
Hurts. That one downfield for Dotson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Now Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Stay 50.
Here's Stafford. They'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14.
That's good for Rams. First down.
Now it's Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
32. Check. Hey, 5-0.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams would extend their lead here. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. Takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
Let's go. Pick 2, pick 2, pick 2.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback. And it'll offense set to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. That is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Rams' 46-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll try to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
63.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a
Yes, sir.
It's good for a first. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 14.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
63,
That's
back.
another Eagles first down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for two.
Eagles will set up for the two-point.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
The score, Eagles 21, Rams 20.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Philadelphia.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Rams first down.
And now Stafford's going to move him around.
6-yard line.
First run now for Kyron Williams. Unable to corral him. He fights through. But he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw is Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 10-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's caught. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
A gain of 6. That's another Rams first down.
Throwing is Stafford. Touchdown! 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
The Rams will line up for
Stafford's going to try and throw for it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Third down and 1.
Down at the 50-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up third.
They'll try to run forward with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Stafford now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 39. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And spins away. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 8. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
His kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. They'll set up a throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Eagles first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw again. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
Rams 33, equals 27.
Still just a two-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Over the middle to Smith. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. They're pressuring, down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Lady!
Here's Stafford. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him